Hi, this is Michael, and I'm going to walk you through the installation of the Andersen LuminAire retractable insect screen door. This is the opening that I intend to put the door into, and this is the box. We got this at one of the big box retail places, and of course you do need to understand this is in two different configurations. This, in my case, I'm getting the 32-inch to 36-inch door width, but there is another version of this which will fit a 31 7/8 to 33 15/16 opening. This is what it looks like once you pull everything out of the box. It's really nicely packaged and the instructions are very clear. Here is all the contents disassembled from the wrapping, and there you have the different components. Here we've got the screen housing, that is the latch housing right there, and then there are two screen tracks. They give you the drill bit and screw bit that you need and all the screws. So really all you need is a good screwdriver, or I use an electric drill and a screwdriver. They instruct you to lay all the pieces out on a surface that is not going to scratch it. Of course, I didn't do that, but you probably should put a towel or something underneath so you do not get any scratches on the finish. You'll notice the A and the B indicators there. The housing here has a tab. If you don't read the instructions, you will undoubtedly try to insert this underneath that, but you don't do that. You actually insert that tab into the track, and then you move it to either the 32-inch or 36-inch indicator point there. So you do that at the top, and then you do it at the bottom. There's a retaining clip on both ends there. You have to make sure that clip is not closed, and once you get the screen track inserted, only then do you clip those closed to lock them into the proper position. Again, that's either the 32-inch or 36-inch. Those clips don't appear on the other side because the other side, that track is supposed to be free so that it can adjust to the exact width. Once you hold the assembled door up to your door frame, that will give you the range of motion that you'll need. In my case, my door frame was just slightly less than 36 inches, so I didn't really have to move it too much. So once you get it all pre-assembled like this, now I'm locking the pins to lock it into that 36-inch setting, and doing that at both the top and the bottom. Those orange clips there that you see, you keep those on there. You do not remove those until sort of the final phase of the installation here. So I'm just lifting it up. I'm going to carefully place it into the door frame. You do need 3/4 of an inch in your molding there. Now I'm using the provided drill bit to drill the holes, to pre-drill the holes where I'm going to screw. There's 3 holes on each side. The screen housing has 3 holes, the latch housing has 3 holes, and I'm screwing the latch housing side in first here. Now I'm inserting the screws. You don't necessarily need to use a drill like I am. You could hand tighten them. Just going to take a little longer, that's all. And you want to be sure, of course, that you don't strip these holes, so be careful. And we do the same thing on the other side. And there's that clip that I talked about earlier. They just sort of fall out on their own, and if they don't fall out, you just remove them. So you actually latch the screen closed, and then you just have to sort of make sure that you are tight against your frame as you drill these next 3 holes. And now I screw them in. Now I'm just cleaning the threshold, or I should say my wife is, and that is in preparation for the sill adapter. I'm measuring the width and I'm just putting a mark at the halfway point, and I want that center screw on the sill plate to be at that halfway point. There's a lip that you need to insert into the bottom piece there. And now I am pre-drilling the holes using the same bit that I used before. Now in your installation, you may not have quite the same threshold, and therefore you're going to have to follow an alternate. There is an alternate installation method. Now I'm just putting silicone sealant in the holes that I just drilled. And finally, we're just going to drill that sill adapter plate down. You don't want to over tighten these because it will deform the plate. There's a little bit of extra space underneath that. I drilled mine down just a little bit tighter than maybe I should have. It's not a big deal, but I would probably be a little more careful. You can see the little dimple there. I think it was a little more dimple on this one, but not a big deal. It's just it doesn't need to be that tight, that's all I'm saying. And that's it. I'm just cleaning up the shavings, and that's just the final step in the installation here. The door closes very nicely. It's a very smooth operation. We had a retractable door by another company. It only lasted 2 seasons, and then it just became very difficult to close. This one is a little higher quality, and it seems to be operating very well. We just hope it lasts for a few more years than the last one did. So that's it. Hope you found this helpful. Have a great day.